Hello guys, this is Kong. Today I'm back again to do another movie review. Today the movie review would be Rogue One, a Star Wars story. And I got an opportunity to go watch it because it was literally a book. And luckily I got in. On a side note, I had to go early. I had to go like an hour early, and it was almost full, and I was lucky enough to get a good seating. So on the side, I want to talk about what I like about the movie, what I don't like about the movie, and what I guess the morals is, or the message and suggestion. So let's start off with the pros. The pro is what I like it that it's a really simple story. It's about these rebels. They come together and they have to go find the map or the data information from this. From an imperial planet that's being heavily guarded, and they have to go grab it and give it to the Rebel Alliance. That is basically the story, and it's really easy to follow. And two, I like the villain, Director Krennic. He's really human villain. You know, he's flawed. He's not all powerful like Darth Vader. He's have human flaws. He have errors, you know, and I kind of appreciate that, because a lot of time you see a villain who always make all these right moves and everything make things fall in places. Well, here you see that he's flawed. He's make mistake, you know. So that's why I like our main villain. And I like the rebel, the idea of the rebels coming together, and I like the cast overall, and I like that the rebel aren't, you know, the good guy. We don't kill the bad guy, but in this movie they do kill the bad guy. They do shoot the bad guy. They do things that are dirty and things that they don't like to do. They do it because it's for the better of the galaxy, the better for everyone, you know. So that's why I like this, and they show you that, you know, both sides have their own dirty past, so to speak. And I like the war feel. It got that Vietnam feel to it, that just that, or not the aura, but just the kind of shot that made that. There's one shot where you have the Death Trooper and they're walking. It's just got that Vietnam era, so real soldier walking through the jungle. It's got that feel, and even take place in the beaches, and you have the beach troopers, and it's just got that. It's a real war film. Not a real war film, but they have that war feel to it, and they have the actions, everything. And I like that there's a war on the ground, and that's the war on the ground, war on the beaches, war in the air, and then war out of space. There's all of this are happening simultaneously, so as real wars. You know, when you look at World War II, there's battle in the water. You know, and then there's battle on the water, and there's battle in the air. And then there's also, the thing that people don't mention is the battle of messages that sent across. There's that battle. They don't show you that. So I thought that was interesting. And and then the next thing would be, I love the battle scene, the last third act. You know, it's just, everything's so action-packed. You know, it's one of the Star Wars movie have more fight, more battleship going on. You know, Starship is dropping bombs and doing all this sort of stuff. I really like this movie, and most importantly, everybody dies in this movie, and they do, you know, because they're at the Imperial, and you know, base, planet. It's a base that store all this you know, information in this one particular tower or building. And I love the Darth Vader ending. It's just superb. It's just like you know, that is worth the mission itself. That's a lot of people said it's worth for the mission itself because it's so they made it so scary. That how scary and powerful Darth Vader really is. I mean, he literally took out all those people, and they're like literally running for their lives. And I love the way that they transitioned to the New Hope and the old trilogy. So I thought it's like a really great tie-in. It did that so fluidly, did so flawlessly, and I give that a good nod. And I like the CGI. Most of the CGIs are really good. You know, the spaceship, the plane, the monster, everything did was really, really, really good. There are a few things in there, but you know, you have to have a really good eye to kind of catch it. So the con, it would be the characters. Some of the character, I feel like I didn't really feel connected with it. I feel like I didn't, you know, felt that they were, you know, they had a stake in the alliance, in the Rebel Alliance. I feel like they didn't really give me a reason why I should cry for them when they die. They were just there to, you know, get the information. I just feel like they didn't have the motivation, the stake, the reason to do it. You know, that was kind of lacking. I wish they built that, you know, into the character and give us the scene. Just a little bit of scene would be kind of give us the hint. And then another thing was the Saw Gerrera scene. You know, I didn't really totally get it. I was like, why do you need him? He's kind of, you know, doesn't really do or help the movie. And yes, there are other, you know, informations out there, and Attack of the Clones, the animated series. Yes, I get it that you can do that, but as a writer in a movie, as a writer and a director, you have to be able to explain or convey in the movie and not rely on outside source material. And they have to be able to do that. And then there's the alien scene where our pilot is being, you know, I guess supposedly interrogated. I'm just sort of don't get that. That's sort of, to me, it's kind of a waste of, you know, time and scene, and that could have been used to explain these other people, other characters' backstory, you know. So I felt like that was not well used. And again, like I said, I didn't feel like some of these characters didn't have the stake to do what they do. And the music didn't feel like it was a Star Wars music. And granted, the guy, I heard that he only had 4 weeks to really do the movie, do the scores for the movie. And if he had more time, he probably would have executed better. And I understand, it's not the end of the world. And truthfully, to tell you, I was so engrossed in the movie, I forgot that there was actually a movie there. The sound there. So, the score, I should say. The moral or the message of the story is that they all sacrificed for the good of the Rebel Alliance and sacrificed for the good of the galaxy to find this information to how to destroy the Death Star. So, and then it's also shown that, you know, ordinary can do good things that will impact the galaxy. You know, ordinary people can do that sort of thing. You don't have to be a Jedi. You don't have to be you know, a top trained a starship flyer pilot. You know, you can be train and do and give your effort to the Rebel Alliance. Suggestion that I would make to the director was, one, get rid of Saw Gerrera, or make it seem more enhanced, seem more convincing, and get rid of the alien sequence. I felt that was unnecessary. Don't need that. You don't need that. You could have replaced it with someone else, and also built the characters character. You also have the character already built their stake, their motivation. Give us a little bit of background to them. What happened to their loved one? What happened to their friend? Something that forced them to make that jump. So I would like to see that. So overall, Rogue One, A Star Wars Story is a really, really good movie. I actually enjoyed this movie a little bit more than Force Awakens. I really did. I give this movie a 9 out of 10 because it is not perfect. Any movie is not perfect, but this is close to being perfect. And I like the feel of a Vietnam era. I love the feel of there's no Jedi in this movie. The only Jedi or Sith would be Darth Vader. And I stay away from that. It's just ordinary people fighting in a galactic war. So on that note, I would like to thank you for taking your time and effort to watching my video. I really appreciate it. And please, like, thumbs up, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel because it will help me a lot. Thank you guys again. Take care. Bye-bye.